Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all I got for you. I try to do it so that my dog wouldn't go crazy because he always goes crazy every time I yell into the microphone. Oh, yeah. No, he's sleeping over there. That's crazy. What a crazy boy. He just gave me a grunt, though. We got some people talking up in the chat right now. What the fuck is up, everybody? How are we doing today? This is episode number 33. 33. Yes. It's a master builder number. What Matt W is talking about in the chat right now. Do give me a second while I go and visit my own personal YouTube channel and give myself a thumbs up because guess what? I appreciate my work. Oh, hey, look at that. My headphone's still plugged in. That's why you guys are able to hear that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, and I'm giving myself a thumbs up. Hell yeah. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Today is Wednesday, unofficially known as Hump Day. Who's going to be getting their hump on today? I had a date set up with a fucking total babe. Well, she looks like a total babe in her photos. Nice, big, juicy, fake tatas. And your boy didn't even hit her up. Oh, man, it's so good to be me. You know what? I can't lie to you right now. I am lazy. I have been so lazy. Very much the last month and a half, 2 months for me has been just strictly text to sex. When a girl actually wants to go on a date now, I'm just like, ugh, what? Like meet up outside of my house? Go talk to you for a little while? Nah, we good. I'm busy. I'm too busy, man. I'm fucking busy, man. Nah, today, honestly, for me too, guys, today's rest day. Wednesday, Sunday are my rest days. I went and got a good chiropractic adjustment, and I'm feeling a lot better. Definitely need more work, though. There was a girl at the chiropractic place, and she's like, yo, your lat is stuck to your ribs right now. That's why you're having all these issues. I was like, fuck. So I'm going to be getting me some ART and some fucking cupping. On top, I'll probably go to, let me take a look. Let's take a look at that schedule for acupuncture. Yeah, boy, Friday. Friday's going to be some acupuncture day too. To go into my legs day on Saturday. And then right after my legs day on Saturday morning, I'm going to go get some ART and some cupping done. Oh, feeling it. Uh-oh. Can't wait to read this one right here. Let me go through the chat because I just saw Timmy's post something up that was rather interesting. I'm the 9, what it is, what it do. Matt W, how we doing? The Gunt, how we doing? John P's in mid-pump in the gym. I paused gangster rap for this. Exactly. It's the level of priorities for sure. I'm the 9 says he eats too much pasta. I don't touch pasta. Miko with the 2 yo-yos. Let's see, check this out. It's 2 different comments. Warren G saying what it is. Checking in. Let's see what else we got here. Gregory is on the way to the gym right now. Good stuff. Greg B saying what's up. Watch out for the Kung Flu. King in the North. Absolutely. I'm just a straight up king. King of the world. Like fucking Leo DiCaprio in Titanic. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Leo and Titanic. About to start the gym pump. There you guys go. I'm glad we have so many brethren in here that are pumping Z weights. It's Wednesday. Guess what your boys got? Oh, yeah. That one hit way harder than I thought it was gonna. Fucking blowing ropes. Rip Jack. All right, we're going to scroll back up to Timaeus' comment here. Gents, Corona was started by Aussie TP companies. Now the dumb shits are stockpiling its official panic stations. Good stuff. Stockpile that TP and use it for barter and trade. Trade some fine gentleman his 18-year-old daughter for 2 rolls of TP. That's the going price. She's not a virgin. It's only one. Going back to fucking warlord status. Going back to the old barter and trade economy. Stockpile some Bitcoin just in case the lights go back on, though. I'll tell you what, my metabolism's speeding back up right now for sure. Because I've been getting hungry lately. I've been getting super hungry. Today was the first day in 2.5 weeks where I've been like not terribly like fuck. But today I was like, yo, dude, just go get a fucking smoothie at Jamba Juice over there or stuff your face with a fucking, no, we don't call them grinders here. We call them grinders back home in Connecticut. Fuck that place though. We call them subs here, right? Some sub sandwiches. I didn't do it though. I did not do it. What's this bitch say? Fuck off. That's crazy. Yeah. I like Gouda cheese shredded over scrambled eggs. I love me some Gouda. I think Gouda is probably one of the top cheeses. I'll tell you my top 2 right now off the bat though. For especially for eggs. Ooh, because I haven't had cheese in a while either. Well, definitely Pepper Jack is up there, but I'd rank that at number 3. I'd say Munster, and then my top cheese, like especially if I'm doing some fucking cheese and some crackers, and this cheese melts the best. It's the most stringy. Havarti. Havarti cheese is the shit. If you guys haven't got your asses on some Havarti, give it a go. Give it a go. Not to mention, especially for crackers, goat. Goat is the goat. Anyway, I've been super hungry. Not super hungry. Like not bad enough where I'm like, fuck. I need to go eat and I need to cheat on this fucking diet. But metabolism is definitely speeding up. Speaking of, oh, fuck me. Let's go. Let's go with our usual routine. Lipolyze. We're taking you. Ashwagandha. We're doing 3 pills of you. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we got packed up on your Hevia, huh? Hey now. Oh yeah. There he is. You heard me crack open the Zevia and you're coming over here? What are you doing? You just coming to say hi, bud? NBD. 35 people are up in the chat watching live right now with only 17 likes. Are you guys trying to make me have an aneurysm? Are you trying to? It's all right. I'll just sit here and smoke some hookah while those likes go up. Much better. All right. Much better. Still 22 likes right now, but you know, we could do better. All right, let me scroll down a little bit in the comments section here. Holy balls. Tommy S. Tommy Bahama. No, I do not smoke bud. This is just hookah. It's shisha. As a matter of fact, what flavor? Exotic blue melon, Starbuzz tobacco. You guys haven't stocked up on some tobacco either. I'd suggest doing a little bit. I should take my own advice. I was only going to stock up on this shisha that I smoke and not share anything with anybody. That's kind of my game plan. I'm not going to share shit with anybody. Excuse me. It's funny, 30 minutes away, people are going nuts about coronavirus. Where I live is fine. No one cares. The Toronto the stores are empty. Okay. Yeah, Toronto stores are empty. I got you. Oops, I missed out. So I'm going to go into pirate mode. There you go. No TP, no nothing. That's crazy. Yeah, I heard some rumors today that the Costco's around here went through like 36 pallets of water yesterday alone. So people are starting to get on the ball. A little late, I'd say. Just a smidge. But how's the markets doing today, guys? Let's take a gander, eh? Let's take a wee bit of a gander. Stock market today. Huh. Plus 3%. Wow. No, wait. Am I looking at that? I'm looking at something weird. Just give me the fucking numbers, bro. Come on. Just give me the numbers. Yes. Dow Jones, it's up. NASDAQ's up. Everything's up today. Cool. Ooh, there was a rally today for sure. Okay. This is getting weird. That's a lot of like, I think yesterday it was down 700 or something like that for the Dow, right? And then the day before that, it was like 1100. And now, shit, this is crazy. Oh, yeah. All right, close you out. I don't like you. Grinders is so East Coast. Grinders are the fucking shit, though. I got to say this. As much as I love San Francisco sourdough and as much as I love sourdough, the bread on the East Coast is way, way, way better. Our pizzas are better. Our grinders are better. Oh, that toasty outer shell, so scrumptious with that fucking doughy inside. There's a reason why people are fat on the East Coast, though, for sure. I had 8 eggs with a bunch of feta. Feta's not too shabby. Parmesan, the real deal. That's good shit. It's all right. I'm going to rank it a little lower on my scale. What do you guys call them in PA? Is it hoagies? I know I saw somebody with the hoagies comment in here too. Hoagies and grinders. Navy beans. Yeah. If anybody knows that song, please post the comment in there. Finish the lyrics of that song. And subs. Have no idea what that is. Never even thought of it. Wait, you're a Brit. Is that correct? I believe you're a Brit. Or you could be a Dane. I don't recall. I am sorry. I remember you saying, I could have sworn you said something about being a Brit. I've been watching this one guy on YouTube lately. His name is Matt Does Fitness. He's kind of a posh cunt, but I kind of like him at the same time. But all he does is work out and eat, and he shows you all this stuff. The dude's ripped as fuck too, and he eats like garbage. I'm fucking so jealous. Maybe that's why I've been so hungry lately. It's because I'm watching this dude fucking eat a dozen Krispy Kreme and not fucking gain a pound. It's like, you motherfucker. But he's been showing some food as he goes around fucking Britain or England. Never really understood the difference between the two. Hang on, I just read Tommy Bahama's thing. But man, it seems like there's some pretty cool food out there. Like, I want to go and check it out. I remember when I served with the British Royal Marines in Sangin, I was there with the Brits all by myself for like a month and a half. So I got to eat chow with them until the fucking Marines came in and ruined it. But the food was so fucking good. Oh my goodness. Like, so good. They had fresh food, and the chefs, like, they had actual chefs, not cooks like in the Marine Corps. We had cooks, and all they would do is they'd heat up UGRs, which is just a big MRE. It was disgusting. The Brits ate fresh food every single day. beans, toast with jam. I'm pretty sure they were crepes, black pudding. The fucking bacon was so good. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Anyway, I'm reminiscing, and all I'm talking about is food today. I need to start doing some fucking food stuffs, like doing shit on Instagram with foods or something. I don't know. Maybe when I get like super dumb lean and I can eat stupid food again. Goat cheese and strawberries is good. Whip it out next time you got a bish over. I like goat cheese with like blackberries instead. Strawberries are good though too. Like any type of berry with goat cheese, you're absolutely right. Goat cheese with honey is also fucking killer. It's phenomenal. Griffin's in the house. How we doing, my dude? Tommy Bihama asked his doctor about coronavirus. He told me to stop watching TV. I don't listen to doctors at all about anything. Again, though, Tommy, if you're gonna, here's the thing you got to understand. Most of the world, and this is kind of what we're gonna get into with the red pill lens today, is most of the world is a bunch of plebs, and that's what this comes down to. Is although this is a rather mild virus, as far as like this isn't a fucking bubonic plague, right? This isn't a plague. But this is enough to fucking wipe out the idiots, if that makes sense, where people are going to fucking panic and go crazy. And there's going to be second, third, and fourth order effects that are going to kind of lay out. So it's not the virus itself. I got to continue to come on here and say this. I'm not scared of the virus. I will fucking kick the shit out of coronavirus. As a matter of fact, I already have. I came live to you guys when I had coronavirus, if you don't recall. You're not preparing for the virus itself. This isn't going to be like Stephen King's The Stand, right? People aren't going to be turning into fucking zombies and eating your brains. It's going to be more so people are not going to have fucking food and water, and shit's going to get all fucked up, and then they're going to panic and start rioting and shit. It's going to fucking be whatever. It's up to your perspective. Did you get into hookah when you were overseas? Believe it or not, I don't think we really smoked too much hookah when we were overseas. When I was overseas, I would mainly smoke cigars. Whenever I'd stop and take a break, we'd smoke cigars. I got into cigars big time when I was in Iraq. I had a bunch of people send me. Actually, I ordered them off of what the fuck? Where did I order from? I don't remember. Who cares? Got into them big time. But yeah, it's part of the culture and custom there. I really didn't get into hookah until like recently. And if I do smoke, like, because this is the least harsh thing I think to smoke. Yeah. And only once a week. Like I said, once a week for me. And it's not like I have to. It's just it's a little guilty pleasure. I did the same thing, and I do the same thing with cigars too. It's just I just don't want to fucking go to the cigar lounge. Holy fuck, you guys are blowing up the fucking comments. I love it. Keep them coming. Excuse me. 41 watching now, 28 likes. Hit that fucking like button. I wish I could actually jump through the screen and slap a hoe, but you know, I can't do that. 43 watching live. Hit that like button. I like how I pronounce button now too. Button. Sellers rally. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. People are making a butt ton of money off of this shit. Hysterical buying. Exactly. Fed drop propped everything up. Exactly. People are going crazy for refinancing. My fucking FICO score just went up like crazy too. Does that have anything to do with what the Fed just did? I don't think so, but it's kind of crazy. My man Troy, always doing burnouts on the like button. Back up in here. I've read the intro and it's good. Definitely get the book today. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Gotta say, man, this dude is one of my biggest supporters, and I gotta shout out to him big time right now. He's read my first book. I believe you even fucking put what's it called, or did a review, and bought this book the second it came out. Fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Bread is my biggest weakness. Genuinely hard for me to break from it. It's delicious. I hate to say it. It's fucking delicious. It's like, goddamn, especially like when you see a fucking French loaf that's freshly baked. Oh, you take it out and you smear some butter all over it. That shit's so good. It's just the thing with myself and bread. The second I eat bread, the next day I can see I'm inflamed. I can see it in my skin. I'm puffy. It's crazy. So it's just not good. And no bueno. Sourdough, they say, is better for you because it doesn't have gluten and all that shit in it. But I don't know. Corey, what are you eating for dinner? I have to eat 8 ounces of rice and 6 ounces of tilapia. I then have to eat 6 ounces of chicken breast, 8 ounces of rice, all with green beans, a half a cup. And then later on, I get to eat 6 ounces of filet mignon or top round or eye round, and a whole cup of green beans and a protein shake, 50 grams of protein in it. So I've got a good amount of food to eat for the rest of the day. I parse it out. I have one meal in the morning, and then I don't eat. So I'll eat probably my meal around 9 in the morning, 9 or 10. And then I really don't eat my second meal until about 3 o'clock. And then I backload everything after that. And then I eat the remaining 4 meals after that, from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So like a meal every hour after that. It's pretty good. I think it's working out well for me. Philip Franklin, are you buying in the dip? I think Philip just day trades, so I don't necessarily know if he like stocks up or whatever. Who knows? Hoagies are for steak. I gotcha. Cool. Mohammed, how we doing today? Good to see you in here. The question is, in Ohio, do you call soda pop? That's the question you must answer me right now. And yes, there is judgment associated with that question. 5 of the 7 prior emergency rate cuts the Fed has done has caused the market to generally rise for the first week and then tank over the course of the next 12 months. And he says he's not buying in the dip. He is indeed a Brit. That's what I thought. I definitely want to pop over there and check it out. I have some friends over there, obviously British Royal Marines, that I can probably go and hang out with. It doesn't seem like you guys have the best weather, though, but I do want to stop by there, and I want to wave my American fanny at the Queen. My kingly fanny. And I know, yes, I'm saying fanny because in England, it's a completely different body part. I started reading the book, and it's so eye-opening. Definitely get the book if you haven't already. Thank you. Thank you so much. Halloumi is a Greek cheese. Got to try it now. Exactly. The pizzas are so much better. My boy gets it. Oh, my goodness. I wish I could send you a prize. Air high five. For those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, you're dumb. Oh, man. Oh, I hate it. Wasn't much of a fan of Krispy Kreme. Wasn't much of a fan. It's a little bit too sweet for me. But, man, if you put some fucking Krispy Kreme in front of me right now, I would go crazy. My last cheat day on Saturday, I hadn't had sugar for about 2 weeks, and I had one cookie. And it was enough. I was happy with that. It was a good amount. Good amount. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Maple donuts. You guys are killing me. Y'all MFers need to try a Skyline 3-way. Cincinnati chili, spaghetti, and cheese. That sounds crazy. How do Marines interact with other non-Marine units? There's definitely a little bit of, with any type of group of people that are like somewhat alpha, there's always a there's always a period when first meeting where we're feeling each other out kind of deal. And then soon enough, we start to all become friends, so to speak. And that's just how alpha males are. When I first came in, I was one of the first 14 Marines that go into Sang Incel, and I was an intelligence guy. So they like clung on to me. Their intelligence guys clung on to me real quick. But the actual operators, the actual commandos, they did not necessarily take to me right off the bat. And then I kind of had to like prove myself, so to speak. And if you guys have heard my story, I ended up indeed proving myself, not on purpose by any means. But they were also really, really pissed off. They had lost a lot of people during that time frame, and they were they knew that we were coming in to take over because they had failed that mission. So it was kind of bad for them. And I mean, it only comes down to the fact that there was just their ROE were way too restrictive, and their officers were playing way, way, way too political of a game. It was terrible. We were at war, like real deal war, and we just had this political bureaucracy over our heads that we couldn't fight the fight we needed to fight there. So it was bad. Skyline is in Ohio, someone says. I have no fucking clue what that is. So Skyline is so Ohio. Oh, I got you. That's what Skyline is. Scott, que pasa, my dude? Tyrone, how's it going? Yeah, exactly. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the third and fourth order effects here. Second, third, fourth order. We're talking about people panicking. The plebs. What's a pleb? It's a plebeian. It's a let's look that up, just so I don't give you the fucking wrong. What is a plebeian? Apparently it's from the Roman Empire, and it's a commoner of or belonging to the commoners of ancient Rome. It's just basic bitches, essentially, in the parlance of our time. I can't help but giggle when I say something like that. According to Tate, as long as you work out like him, you can eat as much shit as you want, minus sugar. This is true. Also along the same lines as Y2K and the planet ending in 2012 and all that other stuff. For sure, fear campaigns. But we are in a different climate right now. We're definitely overpopulated. There's never been a bigger divide between the classes. There's racial tension. There's political tension. There's national tension. Our economies are fucked, so to speak. The lines are blurred, and people are just waiting for the fucking powder keg to kick off. And I think this is kind of this is the Tinder, not the app, the actual meaning of the word Tinder. To get the party started, Mr. Slam, how we doing, buddy? The only sketchy thing about it is it will kill old people that vote right. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Or it'll keep people away from voting. Oh, shit. Check that out. That's some tinking right there. That's some tinking. Holy crap. Holy shit. Everything said. Tate is a fraud. What's up, dude? Did you hit the like button? Good. There we go. Christopher Wilson, what's up, my dude? Ohio, it's pop too. Boo! Boo! It's not pop. It's just soda. You can't go around calling everything pop. It's fucking weird. Patrick Knotts, how we doing? Tommy Bahama, you're wrong. The soda pop debate. There we go. In Michigan, it's pop. In Wisconsin, I think it's pop too. Bread is the glue for your digestive system. Digestive system. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Your cigar lounge sucks. No, I have an awesome cigar lounge. Awesome cigar lounge. It's just, I'll sit there for 3 hours. I'll go there and I'll bring some work and shit too, but. And I tried smoking a cigar in my house and it just made everything crazy. How did you find the Royal Marines you served alongside? Some were cool. Most were douchey, if I'm being frank. They weren't very good at fighting the type of coin operation that we were fighting. Commandos are just like Navy SEALs in a way. They're supposed to be a strike force. They're not supposed to be a ground unit. So they just weren't doing what they needed to do in order to control the ground. Is really what it came down to. Keep burping. Absolutely. I will never stop. All right. Let me scroll down now. Dang, that'd be cool. 26% surge in refinancing. I bet. You know how much money people make off of refinancing? It's ridiculous. Stay on topic, dude. Trying. Oh, man. Where are we at now? I saw Aaron post something up that I wanted to read about not taking the coronavirus or not taking it like a grain of salt. I got to agree. All right. Why the green beans? That's just what my coach has prescribed to me. Probably because there's a certain amount of fiber in it. It's low calorie, is filling in some way, shape, or form, and it's a vegetable to kind of help out with digestion and all that other stuff. I'm on the East Coast and I can't eat any of that stuff. Good for you. Keeps you lean. Come in the spring and summer, stick to the smaller historical cities. We'll do. I'll take you up on that. Sugar-free Jell-O. Yep. Yeah. I like it. I love it. Donate to this asshole to keep the lights on. Stay up, kids. Hell yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, that felt amazing. Coconut fruit bars from Whole Foods store once a week for me. Is that your dessert? Is that what you're talking about? Not too bad. 90% of people are mindless plebs. It's sad. You're right. What was it? H1N1 went by a different name its first time around. Know what it was? Well, we had bird flu, right? Is that the same thing? And then we had swine flu, which was a silly thing too. I think that was just a push for people to get more flu shots, which I didn't do. I don't get flu shots. Tate is a funny guy, but I don't trust his PhD course nor his BTC trading guarantees. I'm going to agree with you there. I have the PhD course. I liked it when I first started off. It gets you in a good mindset. But the thing is that, and I think I've talked about this before, Tate has never really been in the trenches with game. He's always run social media game, right? So Instagram and using his social status. So the majority of what he does, although there is some foundation to game, is how he talks to these girls. It's always been easy because he's had a blue check mark and a lot of followers. So he's already had social credibility, which is pretty much essentially what most girls are going for today. So it's not as easy as he makes it sound. Ooh, funny story. The 10 I hooked up with about 2 months. Oh, no, it was back in November. So not 2 months ago now. Shit. Fuck, it feels like time has gone by. Like flown by. Ugh. So I went and I got adjusted. And as I'm I got out from my adjustment, went and sat in my car for a little bit, and consumed my breakfast in my car that I had pre-made, obviously. And as I'm sitting there, I see this hot girl walking out of this Vietnamese place with some coffees, and I'm like, oh dang, that girl's hot. I was like, damn, she reminds me a lot of this chick. And I was like, oh my God, that was her. It had to have been. And of course, we haven't communicated since that day. Well, actually, sorry, we communicated a wee bit. And she had the audacity to tell me that she didn't like my attitude because I didn't treat her like she was a fucking 10. I walked her to her car, I think, that night. And I forgot how it kind of ended. And I just pretty much kind of played it off like it wasn't shit, which it wasn't. It wasn't even that good of sex. And I just was like, yeah, well, I mean, chat later sometime or something like that. Hit me up. I told her, I was like, you hit me up kind of deal. And then I walked away. And she like kind of scoffed, but like I could tell it was one of those scoffs where it was like, this motherfucker, right? Like a good scoff. And then she hit me up saying that. And I was just like, whatever, you like it kind of deal. And then we didn't talk after that. And then I saw her today. And I drove up to her, and she was in the car with her sister, supposedly. It's not really her fucking sister. These girls are weird. Pretty sure they're strippers. And it was just super hilarious. Super hilarious. And I like pulled up, I rolled down the window, and I just like brought my glasses down like this, and I just like looked at her. And then she looks and she goes, oh my God. And I just started busting out laughing. And she's like, oh my God, because she's basic as fuck. And that was kind of essentially that. And I was just like, yo, I'll see you later. She's like, you won't. Or I said, I'll see you around. She's like, oh, she's like, what did she say? I'm sure you will, or something like that, super sarcastically. I was like, whatever, bitch. Hilarious, though. Hilarious. It was crazy seeing her, though, in the daylight. And like not all dolled up. And I think that's what she was like super embarrassed about, too. And it was just like, ugh. I'm actually kind of glad. It was weak sex, and I was just like, man, I couldn't imagine like what she'd look like without her fucking fake eyelashes and fucking makeup and shit on. So, love to take a power washer to that face. I fucking love Andrew Tate. I wish I could chill with that dude for a day. He seems like he's cool as fuck. I'd agree with that too. I'd love to hang out with him when he's not being Mr. Promoter, scammy salesperson, and to see what he's like. I think he'd be a cool dude when he doesn't have that facade going on. But that other side of him is just very off-putting to me. Because I feel like he looks at guys like you and I and other people that are like below him that don't have the same social media setup as just less than, which I can kind of understand. But he's not selling these courses to help you out. He's selling these courses to make money. Now, there's nothing wrong with making money. Obviously, you guys, I sell books, I sell courses, I do all that other stuff. But I'm not going to sit here every day and call you fucking dorks and dweebs and laugh behind your back and joke around while I'm smoking my cigar and taking these photos and being like, ha, 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 these guys are so fucking stupid. It's instead like, I hope these guys fucking do better, right? Because that's essentially what I am hoping for. Now, I know out of that group of people that 20% of people are going to rise to the occasion. I mean, that's just Pareto principles right there. And I know that 80% of people are on their journey. So it's going to take some time, right? So that's how I remain kind of associated with all this stuff. Anyway. Is that Michaela Peterson? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh, there we go. Fuck. Goddamn thing is just fucking going crazy. There we go. Maybe don't need to panic, but there's a huge implication if it cluster booms in growth. Yeah, it's huge. Have to e-vote. Yeah, there you go. That's not small. That's not bad. We don't call everything pop, just pop. Well, what do you call a Coke? What do you call a Sprite? What do you call root beer? What do you call Dr. Pepper? What do you call, you know? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Let's see. Eat that pho, kombucha, daily nutrients and workout. Coronitis 5 will pass you by. There you go. Do I drink beer? I don't drink alcohol. I don't consume alcohol at all. I am 100% sober. And it's all by choice too. It's not because I needed to. I just decided that I like living in reality and not disassociating a lot better than using any type of form of disassociation. What is Zevia? Is Zevia pop? I don't think so. I mean, right here on the can, it says 0-calorie soda. I mean, that's what it's called. It's a soda. Get to the red pill. I'm red pill shit. Guy, relaxate. Relax, my man. We're getting there. I got some good stuff in store for you. Don't you worry. This is called foreplay. This is called seduction. I'm teaching the model. All right. Walked her to the car and told her to get on. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Oh, man. Starfish sex is the worst. Yeah, she tried to like tell me that I couldn't bend her over backwards, and it was so weird. It was so weird. How were you able to quit alcohol? Was it hard? No, I just reflected on what alcohol does to me while drunk, how it makes me feel the next few days, and the reasons as to why I went to alcohol, why I needed to drink. And I was like, yo, that shit's weak. That shit's weak as fuck. I was like, I'm stronger than this, and I'm better than this, and I can make myself better. So why do I consume it? I was like, oh, well, I don't need to. I was like, all right, cool. Then let's get rid of it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. Stop drinking. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like the way it makes me feel the next day. I don't like spending money on it. I don't like how it makes me feel if I'm going to go and train the next day. I don't like using it as liquid courage. And I don't like using it as a means to decompress. That's it. It just, I don't know. It's weird. Love this Q&A type of stuff. Keep it up. Absolutely. Feel free to shoot more questions. I'm all about answering them. Money Twitter concerns me. It's anti-saving, pro-debt. No, debt isn't the same and can be leveraged, but I doubt they know that. They see people are marks. Yeah, I got what you mean. I got what you mean here. What were some of your PRs in weightlifting back when you did it? 700-pound deadlift. I think the most I've squatted was 575. That's about the max that I got up to. I was powerlifting and I was Olympic lifting at the same time. So I was trying to be like a superhuman. So 700-pound deadlift, 575 back squat. It was probably higher than that. I was probably in the 600s, but I just didn't have the right gear to max out my what's it called? My squat. We didn't have the right safety equipment because if I dropped 600 pounds or whatever, it wasn't good. I was a 415 bench. The maximum amount that I've ever cleaned was 386. The max I ever snatched was 300. And the most I ever jerked, not a clean and jerk, just the jerk alone was like 447, I want to say, something along those lines. So I used to lift pretty fucking heavy and intense. It was amazing. Good question. Good question. What's so funny is I was listening to Donovan right as she walked by. I was listening to that episode today as she walked by. It was hilarious. Perfect timing. I got Tate's PhD. It's basically him talking obvious stuff and saying how people kept bugging him to make a course. So he said, whatever, he got you, peasants. Exactly. Hate you right now. Myron is whooping my ass. What do you hate me for? I'm eating fucking, I think my calories right now are like 2,200 when I'm used to easily a 3,300 calorie diet. So I'm minus 1,100 calories. I got to eat tilapia and rice twice a fucking day. Ugh. Right? Actually, I love it now, though. I really do. Liquid aminos, baby boy. Yeah, crazy. Nick, what's going on? What is going on? All right. Enough of the foreplay, or else Game Warden will fucking. Is it Game Warden? I think Game Warden's the one that's getting all mad. No, it was men making waves. Here we go. Get to the red pill shit. All right, perfect. I made a cool little list. You guys ready for this? All right. So, as I kind of alluded to yesterday, when it comes to the difference between what red pill is and what the blue pill is. So, if you were to break the red pill and the blue pill down to what their ideologies are, what the crux is of both. The blue pill is simply that women are the priority and men are disposable. Women are a higher class citizen than men, and men are a lower class citizen. When it comes to relationships, women are prioritized in a relationship. Men are less prioritized in any relationship. And you can see it in its trickle-down effects within society, right? That's essentially where it comes down to and what it comes down to. And biologically speaking, there is some level of biological determination between this, right? Because 80% of simps out there, we can consider that 80% is beta and lower. They're going to allow their biological drives and determination to prioritize women because they want access to the eggs, because genetically speaking, they already kind of understand that they're at a disadvantage. So they're going to do things like acquiesce, cater to, do things with like romance, and even where we're at today, create different laws in society and climb to positions of power and authority so that they can use that as a means to win over women. So 80% of men. That's why, in my opinion, democracy is a failed experiment. Anytime there's a democracy, it's going to be riddled and driven by blue pill ideology, plain and simple. What is the red pill? The red pill is the opposite. It is, especially when it comes. So what I'm talking about with this as well, guys, is this. It's coming from a man's perspective. Okay, what is red pill? What is blue pill? Red pill is that masculine or male relationships, or the male is a higher priority or a higher determination or of higher value than the female, than what females are. And believe it or not, red pill is one of those things where it actually, you hear all these people talking about equality from a blue pill perspective, but there can never be any type of there can never be any type of equality, so to speak, when it comes to blue pill. Why? Because women are already born, as we talk about, women are already born with the ability to garner more and more attention and resources and nurturing and privilege from society. Women are already given that up until obviously 30 to 33, once they hit fucking the wall. And then after that, that's when they use things like democracy to vote into, I guess, power, vote into law, things that help them. Essentially what they do is they turn the government into the alpha that continues them, the blue pill alpha that continues to give them resources, right? It's essentially what happens. Red pill, like I said, the red pill essentially understands that masculine relationships are of higher priority and of higher order than your female relationships. Female relationships are very, very limited, right? Really, and essentially what female relationships are for men is just a means to procreate and then raise a good family. But there's nothing really in that relationship. There's not that much in that relationship in terms of substance. Why is that? Well, because a woman really cannot help you grow to your fullest potential. She cannot. Why is that? Well, because women are naturally and inherently solipsistic, and they're always going to do things in order for and help you make decisions based on what's best for them and them alone. Now, why is that? Well, that is part of a female's biological strategy for her to survive, because she needs men. She needs men. And that's the thing, that's what's wrong with living in a blue pill paradigm right now, is that we are being lied to, saying that this equality type of thing where women and men are equal is completely bogus, because women need men. Men don't need women outside of procreation. Outside of procreating and continuing the species, we don't need women, especially in today's day and age where we have sex dolls. That's a joke. That's seriously a joke, right? But it's kind of funny because outside of procreation, we really wouldn't need women, and outside of just actually having casual sex or fun sex. So where are we at right now when it comes to being red pilled? Well, the thing that I've kind of come to understand is this. The red pill happens in stages, and there's layers and levels to the red pill where people begin waking up. And then there's also some people that want to hold on to old paradigms still, but understand red pill truths. So what are those layers? Right. So essentially what people are starting to realize and understand, like I said, is that we need masculinity and our masculine relationships, and no kidding, like voting for team man is the priority. That is the priority and the root of our civilization. Whereas the blue pill will have you believe it's the opposite. It's cater and nurture to women. It's to take care of the women and society will be better and all this other stuff. But we've seen it play out and it's not. Yeah, I agree. Women can be red pilled to a certain degree. Really, essentially what it comes down to is they just need to agree to vote on the side of masculinity and to help nurture and nourish the environment in our society towards and making it pro-masculine. The essence of it, and this is the essence of my book as well, is that we need to have a society and a civilization that realizes that men are the backbone of the civilization, and we need to create men, and we need to make men as early as possible. That's why I talk about this rites of passage, these rites of initiation for boys to go through into manhood. It's necessary, and it must live on forever. Now, of course, nothing is forever, but I'd say a good 1,000 years would be fucking tremendous, right? But anyway, let's talk about these layers of red pill, okay? Because as we can start to look around, you'll start to see the stages by which people are waking up into the red pill. The first stage is this. The lowest level of the red pill is what I like to call, like, the first layer is there's something not right here. Now, what we're starting to see is a swing of the pendulum back to more conservative ideas, more conservatism. And this can be, so how this is going to go is I'm going to give you kind of the phrase of the waking up aspects. And then I'm going to give you like a placeholder by which you'll start to see the majority of those people kind of congregate, right? So there's something not right here as the beginning stages of people waking up into the red pill. These people will consider themselves red pilled, but they're not fully red pilled. They're just at the first level of it. These are going to be like your tradcons and your conservatives, the new age Republican Party. Some people will even consider this to be the alt-right. These types of people see it in mainly religion only, though. They see it from a religious perspective, and that's kind of what they're glued to, is they don't want to go beyond and deeper into the red pill because they are kind of still glued to like Christianity, for instance, or their specific ideology as far as religion is concerned. They think the problem is, the problem is our religion has allowed too much feminism into it. And if only we rid our religion of the feminist ideals in it, then everything will go back to normal and everything will be perfect and hunky-dory, back to tradcon ideals. This is what you'll see when you see a lot of these people on like Twitter and YouTube, like for instance, like what's her nuts? Candace Owens. Who does she associate with? Charlie Kirk. Who else is in that group of people too? Like these Ben Shapiro, for instance, he's another one. These are all people that don't look at it in an intersexual dynamic. They don't see it in anything else other than just religion. They think everything trickles down from religion. And if we just get rid of the blue pill ideologies within religion, everything's going to be perfect. So these are the types of people that are just like, they're kind of sniffing in the air, and they're sniffing and they're saying, something is not right here. Oh, I found the solution. Here's what it is. And they don't go any level deeper than that. The next level lower, getting closer and closer to the gnosis, to the knowledge, the understanding of what this really is the idea of I'm being lied to. So it goes from there's something wrong here to then realizing, holy fuck, I'm being lied to. This is like a progression into like a libertarian type of mindset where it opens your eyes more. And you're like, shit, I'm being lied to. Something's definitely wrong here. And I'm being lied to. And it's coming from government, religion, and the financial sector, or like how money is created, right? So the Federal Reserve. So these people are like, still in kind of a sense, they're like, and this is where I separated from the Libertarian Party myself, is they're like, oh, well, you know, as long as we apply the non-aggression principle, we should still be able to have like open borders. We shouldn't be putting pressure or standards on any type of people that identify in certain ways. Live and let live. As long as you don't come over and aggress on my rights, then we're fine, right? But we need to clean up the government, reduce it down to a smaller government. We need to get rid of religion somehow, some way, or just kind of allow people to believe what they want. And then we also need to get rid of the Federal Reserve kind of deal. We need to get rid of this, what's it called, type of financing and all this other stuff, right? We're too in debt. We actually have to have something there. So this is the I'm being lied to aspect. It's getting a little bit lower. They're starting to open up their eyes more and more that more of these key central foundations of our infrastructure are infected with blue pill lies, right? This reliance on debt, the fractional reserve banking, the way that our government has grown, the amount of taxation that's being placed on people, and then, of course, religion, which is just a man-made type of structure to control people. So that's the holy crap, I'm being lied to. They see the lies that are put in between just those three areas. Now you get down to a deeper level of the red pill. This is, I've been lied to my whole life. This is a new level of waking up where you're like, holy fuck, the entire script, everything I've been fucking taught since I was a kid, it's a goddamn bubble. These fucking people have fucking lied to me. And this is what I equate over to anarchists, right? So anarchists are, I hate people that associate anarchy with chaos, even though there's some level to it. But anarchy just means without rulers. That's what the word comes from, without rulers. It's someone that wakes up to this idea of, holy shit, the people that have been running the show, the school systems, religion, government, medical, financial, and our fucking law institutions, right? They have lied to all of us about everything. Holy shit. That's another level of the red pill, is going through this stuff. And it's like, fuck, if only I could just set up my own goddamn commune with other like-minded people, or just be on my own. Like, fuck it. Who cares? No fucking rulers, no politicians, no level of government, all this other stuff. Let's fucking throw the baby out with the bathwater type of thing, and just not necessarily live and let live, but just like fucking scatter, right? No more infrastructure. It's all fucking broken. That's getting deeper down into the red pill. Now, the next level of the red pill, as I toke on this real quick. Hopefully there's still some fucking, what's it called, left? Yeah, we'll see. Negative. No, it is not. It is not at all red pilled. If we're going to talk about this on the levels of red pill, you are at red pill phase number 1. If you still think Christianity is red pilled because it has some slight iota of fucking red pill truth in it, then you are not red pilled, my friend. You're at red pill level number 1. Christianity teaches you to turn the other cheek. It teaches you to be a good boy. It teaches you to not sin. It has you trapped in fear, and it uses guilt and shame to trap you into this stuff, my man. And the biggest thing is this: the majority of it is meant in order to serve women and service women. You gotta think past this stuff, dude. You gotta think past this stuff. The next level is this: I can see the matrix. So once you progress past this stuff of conservative to libertarian to anarchist, and you realize it's all fucking bullshit, and you evolve past it, you're like, oh fuck, now I'm a free thinking individual. I am an individual. I'm free. I'm free of the bonds, the chains, the shackles of all this other stuff. I'm free from religion. I'm free from the fucking ideas and concepts of what this government is. I'm free from the indoctrination of the schools and the religions, the media, and all this other stuff. These people see the red pill now everywhere. And it's not until you're free in this environment that you actually start to understand it from a biological level. This is where, at this point in time, where you can see the matrix and you can see the intersexual, all of the intersexual workings between masculine and feminine. Hear me out on this one, right? Because when we're back up at the conservative aspect, there's still a need for people to be the good boys and take care of my lady and go back to the fucking women don't have any moral agency and men need to be the protectors and we need to give them resources and do all this other stuff. The libertarians are still somewhat like, oh, there's a one out there for you and people should get married and do all this other stuff. Then you get in the anarchist is almost kind of like, fuck it, who cares, burn it all kind of deal, but doesn't exactly know why. That's like the red pill rage stage. Then you get to the free. I'm a free individual. I'm a free mind. I'm a free thinker. And now I can start to see the writing on the wall, so to speak. I can see the matrix. I can see the code. I can see it all being intersexual dynamics, the sexual marketplace, game, all this other stuff. And that's where people are at, right? You can pretty much see everything everywhere. This is where people begin to listen to music and they can hear the blue pill fucking conditioning in there. It's where you can go watch a movie and you see the fucking blue pill conditioning in there and you're like, I can see the matrix in this. I can see the writing in the wall. It's where you can look at advertisements and understand and break down exactly what they're really truly saying to you. It's where people right now, they're like, the coronavirus, all this stuff, it's a fucking scam. It's fake. It's whatever. It's where you can do this. This is where people get get into conspiracy theories, even though I think that kind of starts to break down a little bit more and more up towards a libertarian and anarchist. But the cool part is now you as an individual are free. The last level of the red pill is I can see the matrix and I can mold it into my needs. So this is the highest level of being red pill, where it's like, I can see the code of the matrix. I know the dynamics by which everyone is playing by, and I can use that game, right? I can use the rule of the game to benefit me and my needs. This is the next level you need to get to, right? This is the highest level order of the red pill, where it's like, I know the rules of the game. I know human nature. I know behavior. I know intersexual dynamics now. I understand people's will to power. I understand how people group up together and do X, Y, Z. I understand how people make money and what they're doing to make money. I see how they try to isolate it and do all this other stuff. And then they monopolize and then they cut off the fucking plebs from the fucking other stuff. It's like, okay, I see all that. How do I use that in order for me to benefit? Right? Because the thing is, and like a lot of us realize, when you're in the I've been lied to my whole life anarchist stage, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of discontent. There's a lot of fucking anger. There's a lot of fuck, I don't like it being this way. Fuck this whole thing. Fuck the system. Let's just fucking blow it up, right? Yeah, I like that, Game Warden. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what the Matrix is. It's feminine. Once you break past it, though, and you elevate yourself beyond it, and you know what's going on there, you can use it to your advantage. Agreed. Oh, man. So when this is going on, so now there's a difference between being free and being independent. When you're free, it's like, think of a freed slave, right? When a slave was freed, they still had no clue. Like they didn't have any owners. They didn't have any masters. They didn't have anybody fucking taking care of them or doing anything. So you're kind of wandering along doing everything all by yourself, and you don't know how to fucking be. When you get to this next level of being independent, what it means is now you're able to take care of yourself, and you're no longer dependent on the system. You yourself can create your own system within the system. You can use the rules and the laws and the code of the matrix, so to speak, in order for you to thrive, for you to survive, and for you to create the life you desire. And that's essentially where I'm trying to get men to go, right? This is what I call godlike. This level is being like a god. Because if you understand the code of the universe and you use it to your benefit, what are you at that point in time? If not a fucking creator, right? And that's essentially what God is. God is able to take the information, the energy of this universe, of this reality, and mold it into reality. It's fucking nuts, man, right? Hence why I started this channel, God Amongst Men. That's what you guys want to be. You want to be gods amongst men, honestly. So that, my friends, are the levels of being red-pilled. This is what people are saying when they're red-pilled. Now, when someone says I'm red-pilled, you have to sit there and you have to assess what level they're at. Are they still kind of stuck in the conservative ground where, you know, we wanted to go back to 1950s America or earlier, where it's this Christian, Judeo-Christian type of dominated society. Men are these gentlemanly type people and women are these fucking leave it to beaver type mom types of things? Or is it this libertarian dream where, hey, we're all equal. We're all on the same page. As long as you don't fuck with my shit, we're all good, which I don't agree with. Then you get on the anarchist side of things where it's a little bit more hatred or a little bit more hate filled. You're bitter because you've been lied to your whole life. Then you get into the next level where it is no kidding freedom. And you're like, all right, I'm free, but holy shit, what the fuck do I do with freedom? It's either sink or swim now. And then you progress into independence or godlike, where you are a creator. So those are the levels. Let's go through right now. And I'm going to go. I know that the fucking chat was zooming. What? Oh my God. Chat was zooming. Yep. Blue pill. This is the blue pill ideal. This is the blue pill religion, essentially. I still smash the blue avatar alien chick though. Yeah, I like it. All right, let me take a gander over here. 41 likes with 51 people watching. Let's get those likes up right meow. Let's get those likes up right meow. Shit, I'm out of pepper. Women are only worthy if they bring the polarity of said man. I build, provide, protect. She must nurture, clean, and uphold my household. Exactly. And not be a bitch. That is a huge one. When in my home, you must hold. It's very easy for women to be bitchy. It's very easy. They go through cycles. They have periods. They have emotions constantly, right? That's their job, is to maintain not allowing those emotions to come out and take over and be what's it called? Thrown out there. That creates chaos in the household. That creates derision, right? Women need to be taught how to control their emotions, honestly. It's not stoicism to the nth degree, but what I'm saying is women today just act on their emotions and they just act like fucking awful human beings. And it's like, no, you need to be a role model to your children. You need to be a role model in this household. We don't allow that type of stuff. In the traditional Greek democracy model, citizens were in the government. A citizen was a male landowner. Yeah, but we had that too when we first started the country, and soon enough it fucking ended, right? And then the other thing is this. Here in America, no one is truly a landowner. Why? Because you have to pay property taxes every year. You're still just technically renting your property from the government. So no one is a true landowner here. If you didn't pay your taxes for a year, the government can come and seize your property, even if you've paid it off 100%. It's bullshit. That's not owning land, right? So that's where a big issue comes in for where we're at today. Technically, no one could ever become, and no one ever really truly would be a citizen. So we got to do some stuff and change some stuff. Anyway, I'm a fan of monarchy, like I said, hence the crown. Democracy is for the weak. Men are leaders. Own your role. 100% agree with you there. It doesn't mean that the king. So I've created, and this is what is going to go into book 2, is how do you create a more fair style of monarchy, right? So if you have a philosopher king who is in charge, he'd want to hear what the people have to say, and he'd want to hear the people's ideas. And it can't just be the stuffy people around his royal court that are just sucking up to him and playing politics within the king's court. There needs to be an open forum by which people are able to share ideas. And that's essentially what a king should do. A philosopher king would know a good idea or the truth over just thinking that he needs to be the one making all of this stuff up, right? Doing all this stuff. There's still a citizenry out there that can come up with great ideas that should be implemented. But the king is the one that ultimately should make the decisions. This is the direction we're going. Everybody else shut the fuck up. This is where we're going. He makes the fucking decision and people follow. That's how it's got to be. No more democracy. No more people voting with their feelings. You can do everything for a woman. It's never good enough. Exactly. As a matter of fact, if you do everything for a woman, she'll hate you more. I tell you what, when civil unrest hits in a couple years, we'll see how much they don't need men. I hope it happens sooner. Hashtag coronavirus. Oh, elite theory and iron law of oligarchy opened my eyes to the deep, intractable flaws of democracy. Not that I agree with all the personal views of the thinkers themselves. No worries. I hear you. Again, I talk about this in my new book, A Patriarch's Vision, Purging Feminism. Democracy is a bit of a lie, people. Men are made, not born, 100%. Who are we talking about up here? You guys are talking about some guy. Tommy Bahama. I'm scrolling up. The most I ever jerked was 4 times in a day. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, Drew Bay. I like Drew Bay. He's a good guy. I don't know what happened, though. He was going on Dude Party before with us quite a bit. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe it was after we did that episode where we made fun of all the fucking 21Con guys. I don't think he came back on the show. Something happened there. Anyway, let me keep scrolling. Scrolling. What? Drew Bay. I like him. He's a good dude. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, nap doesn't work. I agree. You know, you have to have a high IQ in order for you to understand these types of things. But the problem is the majority of people don't have high IQ. They operate on aggression. And just like what we're going to see with this coronavirus stuff, guys, is going to be an amazing social experiment. These low IQ people are going to fucking panic. They're going to go fucking nuts. They didn't plan. They don't know how to act when this shit goes on. They're just going to go fucking crazy. It's going to happen. I mean, it's got to happen. This is a fucking boiling fucking powder keg. Fucking nuts. Anyway, it's not boiling. You don't want to get the powder wet. Old Testament is RP. Kinda. Agreed. It's failed. Christianity is a solid foundation for morals as long as you embrace men as superior and you embrace basic respect until it's not earned. You know, and here's the thing that I want you guys to understand, though, is the red pill, it's been around far longer than Christianity. The thing about Christianity is this is what drives me crazy about Christians. I got to say this. You guys act, though, people, sorry, I shouldn't say you guys. I'm not pointing the finger at you guys. Kind of am, but I'm going to detract from that. People sit there and think that that is the word and that there was no civilization ever prior to that practiced any of these principles. And it's like, there's thousands of civilizations that operated on those same principles. That's why it's the red pill. It's universal law. The Bible wasn't the first one to come around and do this stuff. It structures and codifies things that made a successful society. Those types of morals by which you guys are talking about. So if it's already been fucking repackaged 1,000 times, it doesn't mean that Christianity is right. Especially since we've been able to see the fact that as the population has grown and we become more of a fucking globally connected citizenry, it doesn't hold up. As a matter of fact, Christianity failed by allowing feminism to overtake it. So if that's the case, it's a failed fucking system. It failed its test. Stop being obsessed with something that has failed. Recreate something new that is actually going to fucking work. You feel me? That's part of this whole fucking list. That's why I'm creating it. Free yourself and become fucking independent. Stop being fucking dependent on something morally, right? Because your mommy and daddy told you this was the right thing to do, or that God's going to get mad at you because you shunned this fucking religion that didn't live up. It didn't live up to what it's supposed to live up to. It didn't. Free yourself from it. Create your own morals, right? Understand the red pill. Understand the basic tenets. Form yourself around that. Fact. Doesn't mean you can't borrow some of the morals in the book. Just means that the book is flawed. It means the religion is flawed. Take what's good, throw out the rest, throw in more stuff that makes it work better. All right. Blame the hippie man. Christianity advocates sex after marriage. This is purely societal, not evolutionary or biological. I agree. As a matter of fact, I talk about it in my new book. And I believe that I've cracked the code on how to create a society where we can take into consideration evolution, our biological drives, and how to set up a society based off of that stuff. Because honestly, this whole get married as young as possible, have as many kids type of thing, and stay married for the rest of your life, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. That wasn't the right prescription for humanity, right? I kind of give the right prescription for humanity in the book. So go and check it out. The Persian Empire saw lying as the greatest evil one could commit. It was punished by death. It was seen as the worst form of corruption. Would you call that red pill? Well, I think there's a lot of people lying to themselves right now, and I think that what's going to happen is that those people are going to have that type of stuff come back to them. And it depends on how the levels of egregiousness it was. And maybe this could be considered a Christian type of prophecy, but I think there is going to be some kind of redemption, so to speak, on those people. What comes around goes around, my dude. That's just whatever. But I'm not a Christian, but I thought the decrease in religion is why things were going to shit. And that's why I said you're still at level 1, right? That's the first thing that I said on here. You're still at red pill awakening. There's something not right here, right? This is why things are going to shit, and it's because it's religion, right? You still have yet to understand the full level of how it's fucked up in the government, how it's fucked up in religion, how it's fucked up with our money structures, how it's fucked up with our school systems, how it's fucked up with our medical systems as well, right? And everything from there. Every bit of our infrastructure is fucked. It's a means to make you still kind of a slave to serving women. You got to see the whole picture, my man. Spirituality. I talk about this in my new book, the difference between religion and spirituality, and how spirituality is the way forward. That's a free thinking, a free-minded individual right there that has take complete sovereignty of their spirituality. People want to give themselves over to religion because they've never been taught that they are a sovereign spirit as well, and they can explore their own spirituality. Instead, religious people and religious texts blame you and shame you and make you feel guilt if you were to go and explore these types of things. Oh, that's the devil. It's not the fucking devil. God damn it. It's so stupid. Anyway, so I'm not making fun of you. I swear to God, I'm pointing the fingers at just the way our society is. So, my man, if you really want to learn more about this stuff, grab my book, A Patriarch's Vision, Purging Feminism. It's on Amazon right now. As a matter of fact, this is a great time for me to shill that anyway, so I might as well put the fucking link in the chat since I'm saying buy my new book anyway. So we're going to do that. Paste-a-roo and enter. The Masons made the Constitution so that the Christian zealots couldn't fuck it up. That's why God is interpretive, not specifically Jesus or Yahweh or whatever desert tyrant. I like it. The decline of masculinity is always overlooked in societal decline. All-time lowest average T levels in men. This is deeply concerning. And I would even say that it is even being created. Like this, I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to this one. Yeah, all the systems is anti-religious. Because the religion of Christianity propped women up. It didn't have a backbone, and it didn't create men that had enough of a backbone to stand up to women. It's led by a group of, especially in Roman Catholicism, it's led by a group of men that were never able to have sex with or game women. And they instead started diddling little boys because they have a sexual urge and a sexual drive, and they took advantage of something weaker than them because that's inherent. But they never learned game. This religion made them stay pure. You can't have sex with women. And they never learned game. So they were never able to then understand women and how insidious women are and how they're able to come into male power structures and take over using their form of seduction. So then all of a sudden the church started to fucking placate and cater to women and started to fucking berate men, right? And lower men down and reduce masculinity. And therefore women were able to take over. That's Christianity. I'm not wrong. I'm right. We created hippie men by having all of the stuff that I'm talking about right now happen. We look at what hippie men are. Hippie men are just a reaction to the super stoic belief system that masculinity is also men need to be hammers constantly. It's like, no, that's not it. They did because that was natural masculinity occurring at that point in time. But then the church reverted to a means to take care, and our state and our school systems. Everything was placating now to the female, to the feminine. The church doesn't have anything in its writings or in its texts of how to initiate men into manhood and create actual men. Instead, it does the opposite. It teaches men go and be monogamous. Don't cheat on your wife, right? Which we all know a woman would rather fucking share an alpha, right? This is basic hypergamy. A woman would rather share an alpha than to fucking supplicate to a fucking beta. Everything in the fucking religious text teaches you to be beta, guys. Open your fucking eyes to this. It doesn't help. It's not good, right? It teaches people not to be men or act on their best instincts, which keep women naturally in line. It's crazy. Okay, keep saying that. I'm not going to agree with you. I love you, dude, but it's not like you're right. This was a symptom. This was something that popped up due to it, but it's not the crux of it. This is like everybody wants to point the finger and say, this is why this happened. It's like, no. There's a lot of things that happened before this that caused this to happen. Crazy. Exactly. The big question I keep asking is, why are they pushing this feminine BS? Decides to cause chaos and distraction, and to what end? Well, if you have a feminized society and you have an oligarchy, the feminized society is going to continue to vote and take care of and prop up this oligarchy. It's also a bigger push for socialism, which means that there's going to be a ruling class, and then there's going to be the fucking plebs again that are going to be easily controlled through government. As you have a feminized society, they're going to fucking, as we see what's going on with feminism right now, these women are raising their boys to not be men. So you're going to have less of a chance of people revolting. The next thing is the bigger the government, the more taxes are needed. So that means every bit of fucking income that they make, they're able to tax us now at 60, 70% rates, which is what they're doing. Fucking game warning, dude. Chill out. I heard you the first time. You putting it in all caps and saying it numerous times isn't going to make me change my mind. Present an argument. I got to show this. He's just fucking going on a tirade. Fucking retarded, dude. 1960s. You know who you remind me of right now is fucking my favorite movie. Most people probably didn't know this, but The Big Lebowski. You're reminding me of fucking Walter Sobchak. Anyway. Am I actually a chick? Who are you talking to? Me? I don't think so. I'm not. I'm all man. I am all that is man. Dude, I made my first plate that accepts that I am poly and she is not. Shot so much easier when you just tell them how it is. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Big Lebowski. It's a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it. Oh, no, he's not. He's not a girl. He's like a firecracker is all. Walter Sobchak, guys. Walter Sobchak. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. I woke up to this in the last few years, and looking at the story of Jesus now through the red pill lens make me see that he was the king of simps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in the same boat. I am in the same boat. 100%. Jesus was a hippie, supposedly a Jew. I don't know. And definitely was not a leader of men. That's all. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real about this. Like, I don't look up at that cross and see a fucking masculine figure. I see someone dying at the altar, dying for people's sins, and simping his way through life. It's the ultimate beta. Look at me. I will sacrifice everything for you. Now give me your money. It's fucking terrible. I'm telling you. It's the female, it's the feminine ideal of what masculinity should be. That's why I say Christianity is a feminine religion. It teaches men to be simps. It teaches men to be beta. It's essentially what it comes down to. I can watch The Big Lebowski over and over and over, and every single time I watch it, it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. The jokes that they put in that movie are just like, oh, man, I don't know how to explain it. Well, I do. They all build on each other, and they call them back over and over and over. It's just, the whole movie is one big joke. It's fucking so good. Anyway, I've been on here for an hour and a half. Fuck my life. I need to eat some food and do some other stuff, and then do some more stuff. And then exactly. Thank you very much. You guys are all on par with what I'm saying right now. Altruism is the fucking most evil thing you can be. Being an altruist is super, super evil. Anyway. Yep. Go watch Masculine Geek. It's a perfect time to go watch them right now. Yeah, but it's not Jesus. Abraham isn't Jesus. Shit. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fucking a right, doggy. Leave some comments after this if you guys are watching afterwards and not on the live. And yes, please do go watch Falling Down. That's a good one. Someone told me to watch Crazy Stupid Love today. So I might actually watch that. We'll see. Because it's like a red pill. There's some red pill truths in it, I guess. Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell. Steve Carell's a big blue pill simp. And then he fucking gets woken up. I don't know. Might watch it. Anyway, until tomorrow. Adios.